Well, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. It has been a while, it feels like forever. I know it's only been a couple of Tuesdays since I did my Tea+Tarot Tuesday, but believe it or not, the last Tea+Tarot Tuesday that I did when I was in California was just a couple weeks ago, and that's the last, honestly, the last video that I've made since. So for anyone who's been wondering, I'm okay. I just am definitely feeling the 6 planets in retrograde right now, and Mercury being one of them. I've been talking about all through the Scorpio season. Now we're in Sagittarius season, and I've been talking about Mercury being in retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, and it's finally now moved back to the sign of Scorpio. So it's just been a lot of deep feelings. We also, I feel like I got back from my quick trip travels to Los Angeles, and that was I feel like I kind of jumped right in, and that was through the 11/11 portal, like during the 11/11 portal, during my cousin's, our grandmother's birthday, and we got back from that trip, and then it was the new moon in Scorpio, and that was deep in that 28th degree. And this month of November, since day one, has been quite the emotional. All Scorpio season was extremely intensely emotional for me personally, and I know as a collective. So these last 2:22 on the clock, these last couple of weeks, I really have had to really simplify my days. I've had to rest, purge, cry, rest, purge, cry, eat. So I don't know if you've been feeling that too, but these have been some really heavy weeks and days. So December, we have new energy, and we're going to see what these messages that Spirit has given me enough energy to come on tonight with you all. Welcome on everyone who is here, who is showing up. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for liking this video. If you haven't already done so, definitely hit that like button. And if you're not a part of my Vibe Tribe, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can continue to move through these energies with the intention to heal the heart of the divine masculine, the sacred feminine, for the soul of mankind through conscious love. So if you are new to my channel, everyone who is now joining for this Tea+Tarot Tuesday, for this all signs reading for December part 1, if you're new to me, welcome. My name is Princess Leah. I am an intuitive channeler, and I can't wait to get into the tarot of the masculine, feminine, and messages from Spirit for all the signs, for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. But first I had to, because it's been a couple of weeks, and I had to just see if y'all have been feeling the same feels and the vibes that I've been feeling during this Mercury retrograde, during all of the 6 out of 12 planets in retrograde, during this shifting out of Scorpio season into Sagittarius season, and now moving into the holiday seasons. We just had Halloween, and now we're coming up on Thanksgiving for those who celebrate, and for those who celebrate all of the holiday seasons. Yes, take it easy. Okay? All right. So bear with me tonight. I am moving a little bit slow, but I'm here, and I'm here, and I'm sipping on my tea, some ginger, mango ginger yerba mate. So whatever it is that you're sipping on, make sure you are ready to get into this tea for all of our signs. We're going to start with Sagittarius. And we are going to start with Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and Spirit. Sorry, I was reading some of the comments, but sometimes I'll respond out back to the comments, but thanks for the vibes. Thank you, everyone. Tonight, I'm just going to focus more so, just because, again, I feel there's a really, it's just very, very kind of like foggy, just a foggy energy around. So I think that's why I had to take a little bit of a break and just let my my system regulate, honestly. I mean, that was a really big, powerful 11-11 shift. And I don't know if y'all feel it, but I feel it. And so you might be having a lot of different symptoms. You might be feeling, maybe, not saying that you are sick. If you are feeling flu-like symptoms, make sure you're, getting that checked out. But maybe you're feeling some ascension symptoms. Feeling sick or tired, just really sleepy, needing to rest, needing to drink a lot of water. Maybe your diet is changing and you're just like craving random foods. I am not a big like junk food eater. I have been craving nothing but junk food, just like snacks, candies, and I really am not that kind of eater. I feel like my weight is like fluctuating. So this could just be like, again, the seasons are changing, the weather is changing, so hormones are changing, temperature is changing, solar flares are changing, Mama Gaia is shifting, and I keep seeing 555. I just saw 7-11 on the clock, and I keep seeing 555. Maybe you're seeing that too, but there is some major shifts, and I feel that hopefully December is going to give us some more lighter, hopefully some lighter energy than November did, because November was some tough loving. So let's get into Sagittarius. I am going to timestamp, so if you ever want to go back, you can listen. Let's take a sip of our tea. Cheers. Try to find that peace within as best as we can, okay? We're all in this together. They say the year of 9 is the year of shifts, and it's the year of the snake. And that is the year of shedding and shedding old and shifting into your highest self. And 2, the 9 is the end of a journey, right as you get to the 10th, the completion of the cycle, which then turns back to 1. So this year has been a huge year of shifting into our final degrees of who we are becoming. And our next, our next human, our next level of human. And so this year has been really heavy, and as we're approaching the final month of the year, give yourself grace. Okay, so we're finally at 9 minutes. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get started with Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. Thank you for those who are hanging in there with me these first 10 minutes. Divine Feminine, Sagittarius. Spirit, please let me be able to channel what it is that you would like for us to hear for all the signs that we're reading for today. And for Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, December, what is the strongest energy that Divine Feminine, Sagittarius can look out for that can help direct Feminine in her path on this month of December? Thank you. Crone of Cups. We have the Crone of Cups. And it was in reverse when I turned it over. And the 9 of Wands. Thank you. And the 3 of Wands. So this is a story here. Look at how the 3 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, battered, broken, and bruised, the wounded warrior. She started this journey with a mission. She started this journey with a plan, even if she couldn't see the road in front of her, but she saw the rainbow. She saw that there was somewhere to go, an inkling, an idea, a thought. That is the feminine energy that's within us all. It's not about, it's not about gender, but I do use she, her pronouns for feminine, and I use the he and pronouns for masculine in these readings just for the sake of ease, but take it as we all carry a feminine, masculine energy. But do you see how I have this 9 of Wands aligned up with the 3 of Wands, and you see that rainbow? It's this feminine for December, Sagittarius. You are at the end of this journey. Perhaps it started out not in any way, shape, or form that you intended, that you thought it would end up being now. You did not think that you were going to go through the things that you have gone through. And here you are. This could just be for these last 9 months, but it could also be 12 months because we have 9 and 3. The year of 2025, going into this 12th month, Sagittarius Divine Feminine, you don't want to give up because you see the rainbow. You saw the rainbow at the beginning. You see the rainbow now, even though you have gone through battles. And you're going to release all the fears of this journey. You're going to release any fears of any kind of messages that might throw you off, may have thrown you off. Maybe you have felt like you wanted to give up so many times this year, Divine Feminine Sagittarius. Maybe you feel like you thought that you were gonna get there a lot sooner. But what you found is that this journey called for you to walk away from what no longer serves you emotionally. It's called for you, the 8 of Cups and the Temperance under that, to balance, to alchemize, to cleanse, clear, purify, burn away who and what is no longer a part of the journey that you are called to be on, that you were called to be on, that you're still called to be on, Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. So I hope that helps, Divine Feminine. I'm going to carry on to the Divine Masculine, Sagittarius. If any other messages come through, I'll let you know. But for the sake of time, I'll carry on here. 4 of Swords, Divine Masculine for Sagittarius. Thanks. Okay. For December, that one wanted to come through, and Temperance, and the 4 of Swords at the top of the deck. And the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. Sagittarius, Divine Masculine for the month of December. Your strongest energy Spirit wants you to do is balance, temper, to alchemize, to learn to transmute, to learn to rise above is what I'm hearing, because you might be experiencing financial gain You could also be experiencing financial loss, but we have temperance coming up, showing up for both divine feminine and masculine here. Sagittarius. So this could be about wanting to, I'm hearing for you, Sagittarius, be mindful of your spending. Be mindful of the flow. Be mindful, and that's where that balance, that temperance wants to come in, because you may be spending for holidays, for, you know, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. You might be spending for birthdays. You might be, it is your birthday season. We're all in Sagittarius season right now. So this is kind of a message for all of us. So make sure you're budgeting, Sag. Make sure you are aware of what it is that is coming in and what's leaving your bank account. Okay. And let this month of December, Sag, be the month. You know, my son is a Sagittarius, okay? So his birthday is right around the corner. And getting ready for December is kind of costly as a mom with a December child. And as much of a Christmas gift and joy and blessing he is, he's also very close to, you know, to the holiday Christmas and Kwanzaa, and those are the things that we celebrate. And so I need to be mindful of, you know, the gifts and the traditions and the family and the spending. But I think I'm also, that's a little side message for moms of Sagittarius children. But also just in general, be mindful. Remember, what are the birthdays, holidays about? This might sound cliche, but what are they about? I know it can be really easy to get caught up in what gifts are we giving, and are people going to invite us to parties, and who are we going to share the New Year's kiss and Christmas days with, right? That is all important. Don't forget and don't lose sight of the values of creating your own traditions that are timeless, that are priceless. All right, Sag, that's what I'm hearing for you. Spirit says Wheel of Fortune. Let everything move exactly as planned. Thank you. That wheel wanted to go back in. I thought it was going to come out with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords reverse. All right. So maybe their Sagittarius spirit is saying that there is an incoming offer that wants to fill up your emotional cup. But you are closed off on how you can receive, closed off on how you can even choose. Don't let yourself stay closed. Out of protection is what I'm hearing, Sag. Out of protection, because you want to make sure that it's not any of the things that you've been trying to walk away from that isn't serving you anymore. You're trying to find balance. You're trying to make sure that it's not going to be a detriment to this journey, because you've already been on this road so many times. For some, this could be a road to conscious love is what I'm hearing, with the Lover's card peeking out under here, Divine Feminine. And that's with this Knight of Cups. And with the Ten of Pentacles, Divine Masculine, you might be feeling a lot of familial triggers, romantic triggers. You might be feeling a lot of emotions that are coming up around this time with holidays and all these rom-coms of around Christmas and love. And maybe this has been a long journey for you in that category, in that realm. And this journey that you're walking away from, the things that are not serving you, Sagittarius, the things that are not serving you, that have not been serving you in the realm of love, of family, of partnership, that have not been building, that have not been growing its assets, that have not been curating a healthy cycles, healthy legacies, healthy relationship patterns and cycles. That could be anxious attachment styles. That could be the abandonment wounds. That could be familial divorces, parents not getting married or breaking up or divorcing, or money, poverty, family money issues, whatever that could be, infidelity. All these things are just coming up however that suits for you, if it does. Don't force it if it doesn't. But these are things that have been causing you, that you have been trying to walk away from, because it's causing you a lot of indecision, fear around commitment, choice, choosing. And it could be literally the fear around commitment to this Knight of Cups, to this Ten of Pentacles. And that's why you are being asked, Sagittarius, to go within and temper, to balance, to find peace and balance, to alchemize. If you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling indecisive, if you're feeling tired and broken and afraid, how can you balance that out so that you're not spiraling so badly or sinking so badly or hurting so badly, so that you can soften enough to allow what is trying to come in, this abundance, this legacy, this love, this wealth, this generational newness. So Sagittarius, your T formation for the month of December is Earth Laughs in Flowers. It says Ralph Waldo Emerson. So maybe you are needing to laugh. Maybe this month focus on how you can laugh. Sagittarius, you guys are hoots. The energy of a Sagittarius. I love my son's energy when he is in a good mood. I love my little sister's energy when she's in a good mood. She just had her birthday and we celebrated. And y'all are so fun and optimistic and excited and just loud. And you're the life of a party. So find things to laugh about this month of December is what I'm hearing. So, because I know that there's a lot that can be really, really heavy, and that is really heavy right now. That is really weighing on us right now. That is keeping us from wanting to even show up at all. But keep showing up. Battered, broken, and bruised, but still standing. Okay, Sag? I hope that helps. Cheers. All right. So we're gonna carry on to Capricorn. All right, so that was a bit of a long one. Only because we are all in Sagittarius season right now. So this is kind of for all of us a little bit, not just your sun, moon, or rising. Someone asked me earlier, what's my sun, moon, and rising? I am an Aries sun and a Taurus moon and a Cancer rising. So that's always a lot of fun to feel. Yeah. So you are all welcome to share your sun, moons, and risings if you would like. Whatever you're tuning in for today. Let's go ahead and get started with Capricorn. Sun, moon, or rising, or even North Node, or maybe you have a stellium. but we all have a 10th house. So let's see what the energy is for this Capricorn Divine Feminine. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me the energy to show up today for this all sign reading. May I be clear and concise on this channel for you so we can pull from the highest frequencies of conscious love. May the messages that come through be messages that are needed for the collective who is listening right now. May they get answers that will help them on their journey for the month of December or whenever this message finds them. They're all timeless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we have Capricorn, Divine Feminine, the Knight of Wands as the strongest energy for the month of December. The Knight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Strength card peeking out underneath that. So Capricorn Divine Feminine, you are ready to make some moves here. You might be wanting to offer something that is creative, that you value. Maybe you've been writing songs and you're wanting to offer selling those songs or offer giving those songs to singers or poems or a book you're writing. But it's something that you very much hold a lot of value for, and it looks very creative. So Capricorn, if you are an artist of any sort, and this month you have some offerings, maybe for some like holiday shows, you might want to offer your, whatever creative passion, creative skill that you have, that you enjoy, that you value. Maybe it would be fun, not a bad idea to offer it and maybe just see if you want to offer it for compensation. Your service is what I'm hearing. Your creative service is what I'm hearing. Creative skills. Okay, but you also could be traveling for those. Maybe someone will book you. Maybe you'll get some bookings to travel to do some of that. But I'm hearing follow your strength, follow your value, have the strength to follow your values, what you value most, and how this can lead you into how this creative, even again, it could even be for like this is very specific for some Capricorn Divine Feminine who's listening. But you might offer a song or something of your artistry and your service, and someone might offer to pay you for it. Say yes. Say yes. Someone might offer to, because this could be something that could turn in, I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles under the strength card. This could be something that could turn into a financial success. This could be something that could turn into even like a little bit of a legacy for you. So maybe you might meet a couple of people, or you might share your idea, but I'm hearing don't share it with too many people. Keep that close to you, the Four of Pentacles, but keep it close to you, but not, but not too close, because you don't share it at all. Maybe with just a couple of friends, or maybe start out small. I don't know. Some thoughts, if ideas are coming through. Take that as it resonates, if it does, because that was very specific for Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, Capricorn, you have the Six of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. So December is looking like there's going to be something successful for you. Excuse me. My throat started kind of closing up, tickling. We have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So that is very, very beautiful energy, Capricorn Divine Masculine. With that Six of Wands that we saw, Ace of Wands underneath that. So, Divine Masculine, Cap, like, you are coming into some, I'm hearing just some self-establishment. Maybe you're feeling more emotionally stable or established. Maybe you're feeling emotionally and financially even more, or something will come in if it hasn't already, because we're not in December just yet. So that could be something, because look, we have the Ace of Wands that is underneath that Nine of Pentacles. There is a tower that I am seeing. So there might be something that could be, I'm hearing like what might look like a little bit of a breakdown could be a breakthrough. Maybe what was already a breakdown that you have been going through, Capricorn, Divine Masculine, is what is your breakthrough that causes the ace, the divine wand, to cleanse and clear the energy for this Nine of Pentacles, for you to come into your self fulfillment, into that wholeness within yourself, where you are fulfilled emotionally, where you are feeling more secure financially. So maybe a new job might be coming in, or maybe a new, just some good energy that you just really enjoy being around. Maybe you're just enjoying yourself. Maybe you're feeling better, feeling good about yourself this month. Divine Masculine, or Capricorn. So it's a good feel. It feels like good energy for you, Capricorn. I like that. We have the High Priestess coming out from Spirit for you, Capricorn. So yeah, the High Priestess, you are definitely moving, and your Queen of Wands, into some sophistication within yourself. And King of Wands, wow. You're becoming, I'm hearing like your ideal, I just heard like hashtag goals, like couples, couple goals with that King and Queen of Wands coming out. Spirit is saying you are showing up as, hashtag goals. Like you're stepping into the goals that you have been setting for yourself, and you're also hitting and achieving goals that other people have. And you're setting a really beautiful example of confidence, of self-acclamation, of creative entrepreneurship even. So really beautiful, Capricorn. I hope that helps for this month of December. I hope that resonates, and I hope that does come out to be for you, because it's really beautiful. This could also be a really divine partnership with the King and Queen of Wands. I mean, something could be really fulfilling, whatever that is for you to define. Capricorn, your T formation for December is let your greatness show from your inner light. Really beautiful. That's King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy. Perfect masculine, feminine goals, couple goals. What do they call them? Power couples. That's what I'm hearing. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, 999. Yes, very passionate, very, very passionate, very and cautious with all the values that you're offering to this world. Let your greatness show. It's time for this month of December, Capricorn, to let your greatness show from your inner light, to let it all show and shine. So I hope that helps, Capricorn. That was really beautiful. We like those messages for sure. All right, now let's move on to Aquarius. Good old 10 minutes there. So let's start with Divine Feminine, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Wherever Aquarius is in your chart. Pluto is in Aquarius right now for the entire collective. Still in retrograde. Lots of technology shifting, artificial intelligence shifting. Lots. So look at that. Page of Swords, Aquarius, Divine Feminine, with the Nine of Cups that just wanted to flip out and stay out. Nine of Cups and the Page of Swords. Okay. So Aquarius, Divine Feminine, you are also feeling quite happy is what I'm hearing for the month of December. Fulfilled, that's a better word. Satisfied is what I'm hearing. Emotionally satisfied. You're feeling more, you're feeling more emotionally satisfied, and it's because you had your eye on something and you have been watching it grow. You've been observing it, whatever that is. Divine Feminine, Aquarius. This could be your eye on a group of people, some soul, tribe, sisters, friends, a job, people that romantic partners, interests. But I think you've been really keeping your eye out on this group. And I'm hearing soul people, soul tribe, soul family. But also you've been listening and observing what people are, I'm hearing, saying, and that's also helping you depict and discern how you want to move forward, and that's helping you stay fulfilled with yourself. You're learning how to discern who to keep in your circle is what I'm hearing, in your clique is what I'm hearing, and who to not, and who is draining, and this is specific for someone, but what is draining you and what is pouring into you. And the more you recognize and watch and listen and kind of take a step back and see how people are showing up for you, how people are talking about you, you're starting to realize, okay, I don't really need this person in my corner anymore. I didn't realize that this person really is not in my corner that much. And just kind of letting that go. So maybe you're doing that this month of December, or you will. You already have been, but it is leading you. Your strongest energy is this emotional fulfillment, this Nine of Cups, inner fulfillment. And it's leading you to the right people is what I'm also hearing. And that is emotionally fulfilling, to finally be around people who get you, who understand you. Aquarians, you're so creative, unique thinkers. Not everyone understands you. So when you're finally at a point where maybe you are feeling like someone understands me, Divine Feminine, Aquarius, it can be very exciting, but you do have to be a little bit more, maybe you do find yourself having to be a little bit more observant and take a step back at first. So Divine Masculine, we have the Ten of Wands that's coming out for you, Aquarius. The Ten of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, under that we'll put at the bottom. So you're working I'm hearing working to the bone on something that you're trying to master. This could be just working on your business, on your craft, but you're coming to the end of a very, very tired, arduous cycle of work. Now you're learning, December, you're learning that you can work smarter, not harder. You're cutting out things that are not efficient, people that are not effective, and just learning how you can put down some of these burdens. Maybe learn how to delegate tasks so you're not carrying so much, so you're not so enslaved to your own work, Aquarius. So I hope that helps, Divine Masculine. Spirit says Aquarius, Queen of who was that? Queen of Crystals, Seven of Crystals. Spirit says your hard work is paying off. Yeah, the Queen of Crystals and the Empress. So Aquarius, divine feminine and masculine. Spirit is saying you are attracting in abundance. You're attracting in fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, as well as financial abundance and stability. And your hard work truly is paying off, Aquarius. You are attracting in. The Empress is about attracting all that you need, and not worrying about lack or scarcity, not worrying about whether you are going to have enough, but just being open, receptive, and trusting that all this abundance, the stability that you need to take care of, to work harder. Maybe you might feel a little weird because you might be putting down some tasks, delegating work. The work is still going to be done, but you'll be doing less. Okay, Aquarius, you'll be doing less of the tasks, but they will still be getting done. And that's going to allow you to have more freedom, flexibility, emotional fulfillment, and satisfaction with your days, with your life. You'll be able to do more things with your time, and you'll be able to gravitate and attract and still be able to have more income efficiency because of the tasks that you're delegating is allowing and freeing up more energy for you to create. So that is a message for someone. I hope that helps, Aquarius. Yeah, that was pretty specific, but I hope that helps, Aquarius. Oh, let's get your T formation for the month of December. Aquarius, your T formation. Friendship is a Sheltering Tree by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Friendship is a sheltering tree. So this month of December, Aquarius, you might be really calling to, that goes back to the divine feminine, of finding the right people of your tribe, the people that you can delegate help. I'm hearing ask for help, that can help you with things. It doesn't have to necessarily be work. It could be personal matters that help you be able to do work better. If babysitting so that you can go to work, or whatever the case might be, helping with cooking. So friendship this month of December, Aquarius, is what's going to be your sheltering tree. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and move on to Pisces, divine feminine. I'm going to take a sip of my tea here, get my ginger tea. Again, I don't know if I'm fighting a bug. I don't know if I'm just having crazy ascension symptoms. It's probably all of the above. But all I've wanted to do is just sleep the last 4 days. And just this whole month has been nothing but releasing and purging. And, it's been a very, very, a lot of, deep emotions, scorpionic energy of emotions. So I don't know why I felt like I needed to talk about that for you, Pisces. But that could be because you're also the sister sign of a Scorpio, so maybe you've been feeling that. But 44:44 on the clock for you, Pisces. And so maybe that's a little side message or a little additional message that you've been feeling too, just needing to rest, needing to you know, heal or purge so that you can move into the next cycle. Yes, 10 of Cups, Divine Feminine, so that you can move into this beautiful, harmonious, fulfilling timeline. With the Nine of Pentacles, and look, Death, and the Nine of Pentacles wanting to come out. So you have to, and that, don't let that scare you, because Kalimara, dancing on death, is a beautiful thing. That means what is not a part of you has to die. The ego, the part of you that is the false expectations that you hold about yourself, that you feel like you have to be in order to be acceptable or lovable, based on the status and standards of this world. But if it's not who you are, if it's not in alignment with your true self, you have to let it die. You have to let it release. You have to let it go. These could be habits, patterns. These could be certain foods, diets. If you, like, for instance, if your body's allergic to, let's say, bananas, but you love bananas, but you know if you eat bananas, your tongue's gonna get all itchy, and you're gonna, you know, your throat's gonna get itchy, but you love bananas, so you keep eating them. But what's happening is, for the month of December, Pisces, Divine Feminine, is saying if you want to come into this fulfillment, this Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, absolute self-fulfillment, wish fulfillment, interdependence, you know, being with your tribe, with your highest, you know, best self, your highest timeline, if you want that, if you want to move to that space, if you want to be in that frequency, then you have to let the things die that are holding you back from that frequency. And that's gonna be, stop eating bananas, because bananas are, you're allergic, they're hurting you. I know they're so good, but you have to let them go, right? You have to let it die. You have to let that desire of its deliciousness. And that's just an example. But you know what I mean, right? You have to, what is it that you have to let die that is not healthy as for you? Pisces, Divine Feminine. And this Death card wanted to come out because I usually only take one card at a time, and this one was like, nope, I have to come out with the Nine of Pentacles, because you're ready, Divine Feminine, Pisces. You're ready. You're ready to shed this last part of you that's not you, that's not serving you, that's not healthy for you anymore, so that you can truly move into this cycle of true friendship, true love, true self-actualization. Yeah. And Divine Masculine, so you can move into your Emperor, your Divine Masculineness. Okay? So Pisces, Divine Masculine. Yes, with the Nine of Pentacles. Or I'm sorry, Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Pisces, Divine Masculine, you are also moving into abundance, emotional abundance, and leadership for this month of December. You might be a leader to you know, to a business. You might be a father to a family. Or in genders non, you know, specific, so you could be mother too. You know, but for the sake of ease, I'm just using the he, him pronouns for masculine. You might also be a business owner. You may protect over something, some sort of security or protector. Soldiers, what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing this, like, Emperor is the soldier who then becomes the leader of everyone. So he still holds and has his armor in case he needs to battle, in case he needs to fight with his people, for his people. The Emperor also rules. So you might be feeling like you're finally getting rulership over your life, Pisces, Divine Masculine. Excuse me. And that might be rulership over your throat. You might be getting rulership over your truth, of how you want to speak your truth, how you want to share your truth. Speaking up on what makes you happy, how you want to lead. Okay, calling the shots, Divine Masculine. But you are moving into some beautiful energy, Pisces, feminine and masculine. Yeah, the universe is with you doing it. You're coming into a new universe, a whole new universe for the month of December. I see the Three of Swords. Okay, that ended up wanting to actually come out. Interesting. With the Three of Wands. So you might be seeing 333 a lot. Or 33. Could be a significant number. But the Three of Swords and Three of Wands that just came out, and it was like a background notification from a phone. So maybe you might be having a lot of third-party incoming messages or third-party incoming energy. The Three of Swords, there's something that is getting, I'm hearing, in the way of your path forward. It almost feels like something's kind of like clogged. It's like clogging you from being able to move into this new portal, this new timeline. So Spirit wants you, Pisces, to look at what are the hidden entrapments that you do need to let die so that you can move into this new founded cycle of happiness, of love, of tribe, of joy, of fulfillment, of leadership, of growth, of power. What is that third party that needs to die? What addiction? What disempowering belief? What habit? What, could be those things. What person? What TV show? What food? So ask yourself that, Pisces, for the month of December. What or who? I mean, maybe this could also be a person that needs to also be removed. But there is definitely a path that is open for you. But it can't move until you let whatever this third party entity, karma, cycle go, release, die. Okay, these two want to come out too. B corporation. So maybe you're working on a B corporation, Emperor. But the principal ingredient of life is love. So whatever you're working on, whatever you're building, Pisces, whether it's a B Corp, putting the planet and the people before your profits, make sure you remember that you put the principal ingredient of life first, and that's love. Whatever you do, do it with love. Whatever you do, let it die in the name of love. Dance on death in the name of love. Let those karmic cycles end in the name of love. Okay. I hope that helps, Pisces. Let's go ahead and carry on to Aries. So far we've done Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Now we're doing Aries and Taurus, and we'll be all done. We're at 55 for Aries and Divine Feminine. Thank you for those who are dropping in, stopping by, popping in, hanging out. If you are here, be sure to hit that like button if any of this is resonating for you, or just to let us know that you are here, tuning in briefly. And on your way out, make sure you're also subscribed if you would like to be a part of my Vibe Tribe. I try to stay as an instrument for spirit. Even when it feels like sometimes my instrument is needing a tune-up. So that's what it feels like the last couple of weeks. I just needed to rest, to get a little bit of a tune-up, a little bit of a upgrade, if you will, software upgrade, right? Sometimes that means to sleep, like the star. So Aries, Divine Feminine, you have the Star card coming out. And so, yeah. And I'm hearing in order, your dreams are all in the stars, and they're on the conveyor belt is what I'm hearing. What it is that you are wishing for, what it is that you are striving for, what it is that you have been moving towards, trusting, even if you can't see the path in front of you. You're trusting that the path is clearing its way for you to move. So with the Four of Swords under that, there's some reflection that wants to take place. Maybe you need to pause right now for the month of December, because the strongest energy for you, Aries, is this star, Aquarius energy, also Sagittarius energy of hope, of optimism. What are you hoping for? What are you wishing for? Maybe that's something that you need to reflect on this month of December, Aries, Divine Feminine. Maybe reassess, recalculate. Where are you going? What do you want? Are you still on track? Are you still on path for what it is that you are wanting? For what it is that you started this journey for? And do you know what that is? Do you remember what that is, Aries? And if not, let's go back. Let's go back to the stars. Let's go back to the drawing pad. Let's go back to your heart. Let's go back to what it was that got you on this journey in the first place, that made you want to even put that foot in front and start your adventure. It doesn't have to look exactly or be exactly what it was when you first started. But let's just kind of see where you're at, Aries. That's what I'm hearing, Divine Feminine. Are you where you start? Are you where you want it to be when you first started? Or are you in a different place? Are you satisfied with where you're at? Or do you need to, get back and recalculate, is what I'm hearing. Get back on route. So ask yourself that, okay? Divine Masculine, we have the Devil card, Aries, for the Divine Masculine. The Devil card came out also for Aries in November. I remember, because I'm an Aries. And I had to listen back to that. The Tower card came out as well. You see how I'm trying to don't put that Devil card out here today. Not today, Satan. So we're going to stick with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands here. Interesting. But that Tower card and the And the Devil card for November, Aries, Divine Masculine, was a really, really intense energy. And it was very interesting. And I think that that's something that might want to go back and listen to from November and see if there's any insight that is still resonating, or that you took with you then that you can take with you now in December, Aries, Divine Masculine. But the Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands is still kind of giving this, you know, this stuck energy a little bit of stagnation, Divine Masculine, Aries. You have this choice, this decision, anywhere you could go in the world, and you feel maybe, and you're feeling, what I'm hearing is you're feeling stuck. You could go anywhere, but you're feeling stuck. You could have this emotional fulfillment, but there's something missing that's keeping you from that 10 of Cups. And what is it? It's something that's weighing you down, something that has been weighing you down. Could be responsibilities, maybe responsibilities that aren't even yours to carry. It could be responsibilities that are yours to carry but are just heavy. Maybe you just have a lot of people relying on you, children, employees, Aries, Divine Masculine. But you're so close, and it's almost like you know that if this choice could lead you to this 9 of Cups fulfillment, but what I'm hearing is that there's something that you have to release that goes back to that same energy of kind of, I think it was Pisces. You've got to release something, you got to lay something down first that's preventing you from getting to that full 10 of Cups. That's weighing you down. That's giving you almost satisfied, right? 9 of Cups energy. That's giving you that internal fulfillment. You are feeling mostly satisfied. But what I'm getting with this 10 of Wands is that it's like, it's not quite there yet because I cannot choose. Ace of Wands. Divine's trying to clear this energy out with you, trying to help you clear this energy out. But Divine Masculine, Aries, you have to make this choice. I see this Eagle, Scorpio energy. You have to make this choice. You have to lay this burden down. And maybe burden isn't the right word that you want to hear. You have to lay this, you know, this wand down. You have to lay, whether it's a fear, a worry, it could be just like a debilitating worry that won't let you move forward. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Acceptance. Maybe that's what you keep holding on to, Aries, Divine Masculine. That's the 10 of Wands that's keeping you from that 10th cup to the 10th cup, from the 9 of Cups. Because you're constantly worrying, and it's preventing you from really trusting in your dreams, believing that you can actually have what it is that you want to choose. Ace of Wands here in reverse from Spirit. Aries, let Divine clear your path. What are you holding on to? What is it that you're not letting go or be released? Look at that. The Empress with the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Aries, Spirit is saying you could have everything that you wish, that you are wishing for, that you are calling for, that you are desiring. The Sun card, all of those, that the joy, the bliss, all of that you could be you are calling in and are so close to calling in. But look at that. The 9 of Swords looks like the Empress in the graveyard, right? It looks like a zombified bride. It looks, you know, a Halloween version of this Empress. Like, she is utterly in her mind, wreaking havoc, putting her so much, what's the word, like harm, anxiety to her mind, spiraling. That might be how you might be feeling now, Aries, or maybe you might be feeling this way in December. But I think it's because you are so afraid to fully embrace this Empress energy, attracting in the magic, the dreams that you are calling, wishing, asking, praying for. Don't worry about how it's going to get here, is what I'm hearing, Aries. Don't worry about how the abundance will be, the love, the joy. Don't worry about how all of it's going to manifest. That's the beauty of the magic. But that's what's preventing. That's the part. That's what it is. That's what you need to lay down, is all this worry, all this limiting belief that you can't have this fulfillment, this wish, this sun, this joy, this bliss. Maybe you feel like you are not deserving of it, Aries. But Spirit is here to tell you that you are the Empress. You are the attractor, the receiver. You are calling in all of the abundance that is for you. Trust that everything you need will always be provided exactly at the time that you need it, and more. To break, that's the 10 of Wands that you need to break out of. That's the 9 of Swords that's keeping you from this star. Is believing in yourself, Aries. Believing that you deserve happiness, that you can have it. And this is emotional. This is an emotional message for you, Aries. Thank you, Spirit. And I feel that deeply, especially after, the month of November, and how deeply and accurate the cards were with that Tower card and the Devil card. All of the out of cycle 717 on the clock, all of the outdated versions of you have to be released, have to be let go, have to be I'm hearing forgiven and also let go of. All of the things that were toxic, that were poisonous to your spirit, Aries, had to go last month and up to this month and all throughout this year. You may have felt like it was one catastrophe after another, one tower moment after another. Maybe you felt like things weren't working out, relationships weren't working out, partnerships weren't working out. And you're wondering, what's wrong with me? But Aries, nothing is wrong with you. You just have to let go of all the worry and the fear and the doubt that the road that you're on, that the choices that you're making are wrong. You have to stop believing that your dreams and your abundance is not your birthright, because it is. And to not feel guilty or bad when you do receive that beauty and abundance that is coming in and calling in for you, Aries. Don't limit yourself because of feeling guilty or afraid of judgment from other people, or that other people aren't doing so, whatever the case is. Don't be afraid to shine and to be happy. And even if things that are not happening the way that you would like for them to happen. The tower moments are still crumbling. The foundation and the fabric that you thought you knew of everything. That does not mean that you are not worthy of every beautiful blessing that is yours and is continuously unfolding for you, Aries, okay? I had to give that to you. Thank you for my Aries gang, because that was some love. Thank you, Spirit. I needed to hear that, so I received that. Thank you. And look at this T formation for you, Aries. Be fearless. Know that all will be provided at the right time. That's all I needed to fucking say. The last 5 minutes, all I had to do was just read this. And that's basically everything I just said. It will all be provided at the right time. Empress energy, star energy, okay? Break them chains of fear and doubt, all right? I hope that helps, Aries. I love you. I love my bull gang, my ram gang. And then here comes my bull gang, my Taurus bull gang coming at us. They changed the timing, so the timestamp's a little different, so I'm gonna have to change that. But 71 minutes. We are here, which is what, an hour and 10 minutes? Yeah. An hour and 11 minutes? Yeah, we're an hour and 111. So Taurus is our last sign of the night for our part 1 of our December All Signs reading. Otherwise, we'd be here for another 71 minutes. So thank you for being here, everyone. Taurus, Divine Feminine. We have the Empress here at the bottom of the deck showing up in reverse. So your strongest energy, Taurus, Divine Feminine. We have the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles that want to fly out. I'm going to just take the top one. I know, it's not fair because Pisces had 2 that just flopped out and I gave them 2. So maybe Taurus, you might have some Pisces energy in your chart. If you want to go back and listen to Pisces' message, maybe there'll be some additional messages. But the 9 of Wands, I will show them together. The 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles wanted to show up. And then we have the 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I think it's interesting, though, that the 9 of Wands is showing up with the 10 of Pentacles. Because Taurus, Divine Feminine, it's almost like you are so close to the finish line. Like, you're so close. Like, that's why you don't, like, you're so close that it's here. But you don't see that it's coming. This 10 of Pentacles. You don't see that you're at the finish line. You're at the second to the last step here. If you just take that step, that next step, you will be at this finish line of abundance, this cycle, ending the cycles of battered brokenness. You're coming into new cycles of wealth, of abundance, breaking free from working so hard for minimum pay into abundance, generational wealth. And that's why you don't even see that you're going to have choices of wherever you can go in the world, because you have been, maybe you've been going to school, Divine Feminine Taurus, and that has just been such a long journey, but you're going to school and that's going to pay itself off, because you're going to school and you're going to get a job, a career that then is going to honor and offer, pay, wealth, financial stability to take care of your family, or to create new generational wealth of how you can invest and save. Maybe you're going to school or have been learning the hard way about the school of money, hard knocks. And now you're finally learning, taking all of those nuggets of wisdom and turning them into financial literacy. That could be what you're doing for some of you, Taurus, Divine Feminine as well. But this journey right now, December is saying you are at the very, very end of such a long and exhausting journey. You have been battered, broken, and bruised, Divine Feminine Taurus, but you are still standing. And if you just don't give up, take that next step forward, you will see the light at the end of this tunnel. You will see your debts paying off, your hard work paying off. So that's really inspiring. And I hope that helps some of you. We got Taurus. This devil card is trying to come out for this last reading, this last sign. Taurus, the devil card coming out in reverse though. Trying to break some chains with the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, it's time. It's time to end these cycles. Look at this. The cycles of what? Nine of Swords. The cycles of anxiety. The cycles of feeling just in your own, lost in your own dark thoughts. I feel like this Scorpio season was so heavy and so dark and I feel like, I don't know, Scorpio season's always like that, right? Get you to the bottom of the ocean of your emotions, right? Bringing up all sorts with the Hermit card, all sorts of deep, deep thoughts, memories. Taurus, Divine Masculine, you are going through some soul depths that is moving your fortune. It's moving the wheel so that you can come into this Ace of Swords, so that you can come into clarity. Once you, look at how this works, once you move through the depths, the valleys, the depths of your mind, of your traumas, of your childhood, of the darkness, of those wounds, once you move through all of those depths, once you work through them, allow them to come up, feel it to heal it, Taurus, you might be just so, you're like, how in the world is this part of my fortune? But that's because you have to feel this to heal this. That devil card that was trying to come up, whatever, I just heard abandonments that you're healing from, whatever addictions you're healing from, whatever confusion you're healing from, Spirit is here to clear it, helping you clear it, helping you find clarity in all of this soul searching, all of this dark night of the soul healing, Taurus, Divine Masculine, that you are going through in this month of December. Or maybe you have gone through it already. But the month of December, the strongest energy is the Wheel of Fortune. What you don't see is that it's going to bring you into a lot of, it's going to bring up a lot of anxiety and fear, because it's moving all of that out of the way. It is being released. Like the Kundalini serpent that moves from the root through the sacral, through the solar plexus, through the heart, through the throat, through the third eye, through the crown, and out to awaken, to enlighten. Yeah. Something is moving through you, Taurus, Divine Masculine, that is a major clarity, awakening, enlightening. The Star at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what Spirit says. Whatever you've been dreaming of, that's what you're going to be getting clarity around. Dreaming, wishing for, you're going to be getting clarity around the Empress, a Divine Feminine, around the energy of abundance, of attracting the abundance that is your birthright. Or it could be around a divine feminine energy, Taurus. The King of Crystals and the star seed. Okay, so yeah, there is definitely, you know, your heart is being activated, Taurus. Spirit is saying, though, follow what is activating your heart. Follow what has ignited your heart. Follow the curiosity. Follow the feeling. Follow the desire. Follow what it is, because that heart is leading you to the abundance and the stability that is actually bringing out your star seed ace. Look, your divine self is bringing out your highest self. It's bringing out the part, the divinity in you that is your purest essence in human form, is your highest essence in human form, pouring into you with the Ace of Cups. You are a very, very special, chosen child, divine, beautiful child. I know that that might sound cliche to hear, Taurus, but Spirit wants you to know that you are being blessed with this cup of love, divine love. The Knight of Cups under that. So, I mean, it could be that you're moving in this period, for some of you, Taurus, on a journey to divine love, on a journey to abundance, clarity, miracles, fortune, fate, destiny. There is a incoming offer of new love, but you have to also love you. I know that sounds so cliche, Taurus, but when you pour into the love, when you pour love into you, even if it's the cheesiest of kinds of love, like, you know, taking a bath and putting salt and rose petals and a glass of wine. That's my kind of self-love, right? Or going on a walk, or even making yourself food, healthy food, or ordering food so you don't have to make food. Whatever the things that are, getting yourself flowers, or something, doing something nice for yourself, maybe getting your nails done or your hair done. These are all external things of self-love. But what about also, I'm hearing too, the self-love of looking in the mirror and saying, I love you. You're beautiful. I forgive you. I am proud of you. I commit to you to do my best every day. To have those conversations with yourself, right? To have those conversations with divine of gratitude, Taurus. This is a reminder for some of you, Taurus, who are going through this Nine of Swords energy, to remember to tap into the gratitudes, to look and remember the things that are here, the blessings that are here. And I know that when we're feeling Nine of Swords, face and palm, woe is me, everything feels deep, dark, and heavy, the last thing we want to hear from somebody is, write your gratitudes, what are you grateful for? I know, but if you can try to remember, this is the message of Spirit is saying in this moment, if you're able to hear it, Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, wherever Taurus is in your chart. We all have a second house. To, when you can, even find even one thing that you're grateful for, one thing that you love about yourself, one thing that you are, you know, excited about. And I just thought about that because I was in those depths the other day, just like yesterday. And I have been for like the last 3 weeks, it feels. And like even my therapist, healers need healing too. She was also saying and encouraging, what are things that you are doing well. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves. Sometimes I need to be reminded just so I can remind you. Sometimes I need to be reminded just so I can remind myself again. And even Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle, my cat, is here to remind us all. And he says, I will remind you to feed me. So, Taurus, if that makes sense to anyone, or if that's how you're feeling, or if that's the route that the journey you're on right now to your T formation for December is there is pleasure in the pathless woods. Okay. So even if you may not be able to quite see the next step in front of you, or maybe you can only see the next step in front of you, but you can't quite see how you're supposed to be getting to that rainbow back there. I think that might have been Sagittarius at the very top, where the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Wands came together as a completed picture. You may not have known what the journey was going to be in store when you agreed to it. But do your best to find pleasure in this chaotic, crazy, pathless, scary, unknown, uncertain woods. It's going to be okay. You are a starseed. You are protected. You are guided. You are moving exactly as divinely orchestrated. Okay? And you'll be okay. So I hope that this helps, Taurus. I hope this helps for all of you. And if so, definitely give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. And if you're not already subscribed to my small vibe tribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know whenever I go live, whenever I do. Thank you for getting me back on to my readings. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks. I've been in my own cocoon and, shut down to plug back in, breakdown to breakthroughs, purgings to merge, to heal, to feel, all the things. That's what I've been going through as well, because I'm still human. I'm still feeling the collective, and I am still going through my own personal things too. So thank you so much for those who are here with me now. Thank you for those who continue to support my little tiny tribe as we continue to do our best to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine for the soul of mankind through conscious love as best as we can, given the tools and gifts and energy that we are given every day. So next week we'll pick back up for the second half for December, with starting with Gemini through Scorpio. So maybe you'll tune back in with me, maybe not. If this is where we end off, I love you. Peace and love. Namaste. If I see you next week, thanks again. I love you again, and I'll see you again. Bye.